right, so what were your thoughts heading into your first season as concertmaster, and how's your experience been so far as we head into the second weekend?
I was really excited to get to be back with the players in this orchestra. It's such a collaborative group, it's such a team effort, and I was really looking forward to kind of jumping in. Last week's concert I felt like had such an energy. Everybody was so focused and ready to just give their very best, and it was really exciting to see the way the concert took shape over the course of the week, and I'm looking forward to the rest of the season for sure.
Looking back on your career so far, what was your most memorable performance?
Oh, that's a good question. My most memorable. Well, there was a concert that I did that I'm thinking a lot about this week. My violin teacher, his name is Arkady Fomin, and I met him when I was 9 years old. He moved in across the street from my family. And when I was about 12, he took me to Latvia, to Riga, Latvia. That was his hometown, to play with the Latvian Chamber Orchestra. And when I went, I got to play Vivaldi Winter. And it was during the coldest winter that they had had in Latvia for 100 years. And it was my first time to go out of the country. My whole family went. And it was just a really special time for me to get to do that with my teacher, to play that piece in that environment. And he passed away a few years ago, and the next year I named my son for him. And so getting to revisit that piece with this orchestra this week has been really special for me to get to kind of remember that time with him.
That's all just kind of a wonderful coincidence because it's also your first season as the CCO's concertmaster.
Sure.
So it's like it's all coming together and it all stems from that.
Yeah, it definitely does stem from that.
That's wonderful. So obviously your teacher being across the street from you was probably an influence,
Yes.
but what drew you to a career in music?
I would say my teacher. He was a member of the Dallas Symphony Orchestra. I'm from Dallas, and he would have me come to orchestra rehearsals every week. Actually, it was homeschooled, so it was almost a part of my education and curriculum to get to go and see the professional musicians rehearsing each week, and even to hear the soloists come and play their concertos. So I would definitely say that Mr. Fomin and all those opportunities he gave me were definitely the reason I play violin today.
That's wonderful. Did you ever consider another career, or was it always this? What would you do if it wasn't this?
It was always this. I mean, from the time I was about 10 years old, I realized that this was definitely the direction my life was headed. I do wonder about that sometimes. There was a time that I would have said that I would have liked to be a star on Broadway. I would have really enjoyed that. But actually lately, in the last couple of years, I have taken up an interest in photography. So something I enjoy doing in my free time is portrait photography, mostly families and babies and headshots and things like that. So I feel kind of lucky that I've gotten to have a second life in a way in my adult years.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's all artistic,
Right.
so I'm sure you find inspiration in each area kind of playing into it.
Yeah, definitely.
So you're not from Cincinnati, but obviously you're here for the duration of the festival.
Yes.
What are you enjoying doing while you're in Cincinnati when you're not performing?
When I'm not performing, well, there's a lot of practice to do while I'm here. So I'll be really honest, I'm enjoying watching the Netflix. That's pretty much it. And FaceTiming with my children. But when I get a little more time, when I've learned all my parts and gotten a few of these performances behind me, I'm looking forward to seeing a little more of the city.
Fantastic. Well, thank you so much for taking a few minutes with us.
Yeah.
And we're looking forward to the performance this weekend.
Thank you.